The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollagan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know,
oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Pryor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get up.
Turning it on! The 40! Past the 20! And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught behind the line. It's Copper. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running. found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him, and nobody's close. Into the secondary on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Time to take a shot. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Terrapins will snap it on first and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on target this time. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing that puppy out.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 40. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit 0-0 in a captivating game today in the American. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hold and finds his man on the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Grab near the marker is Cutler. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cutler. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it, so can you keep this?
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking for room at the 40. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set for first down.
Get set.
Red pass, it's complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll go to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Got it.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Ready up.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They just keep firing. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air on first down. He's got his man. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And that is enough. First down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback...
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. at the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
On the set.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Creates a little space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on second down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
A A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico.
They'll run the screen.
Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. Take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him. As the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the ground game. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Pope. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
He's got it on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarter.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Pope. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on 3rd down, but give the defense tons of credit, making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance and discipline. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan